What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dickie Dine Show, another episode of Story Gaming. Today we are playing Zombie Vikings.
Zombie Vikings.
Vikings, and we're going to be talking about some unusual experiences that we've had in our lifetimes. Things we've seen that are strange.
Some strangers things.
Things
baby.
we've witnessed that are a little unusual.
A little out of the ordinary.
If
like
you
that.
will.
Like that scary nose person.
Like that big-ass nose.
Oh, God.
It's just...
Pleasure somebody from the other room.
Yeah. Yeah, what the fuck?
And he's got...
I think he's
nipples.
trying to get with this guy right here.
Yeah, I mean, you could fuck straight through his head.
All right. So, Austin, have you ever witnessed people like fighting in real life, like
IRL, baby.
like relationship fighting?
Oh, like awkward, like ouch.
Pretty
kind
much.
of shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Zach had a really good one for that.
Oh, no.
So we were on tour and he went off by himself. And it was like this middle of the mall breakup, like
No.
like the biggest mall in like Texas, and he was just like off drinking at Starbucks, and he was up on like the balcony thing, like walked around a corner, and there was this couple. He's like, "Babe, please, you don't." She's like, "No, you had your fucking chance, James." He's like, "Babe, you don't understand." Just like yelling, and they're like 20 feet apart from each other, just screaming to each
Damn.
other, and Zach's just like.
Well, that's way better than my story. So I was sitting outside on my porch, and there was this white truck that drove by. As it drove by, the windows were up in the truck, but you just heard the most ungodly, like, ah! It was like the sound of a girl when she has nothing to say, but she just has to yell.
Right.
She has to get her aggression out. Like, it was the most just unfiltered, aggressive yell I've ever heard. And I was sitting there with my buddy, and we were just like, that was weird. And so maybe 5 minutes later, the truck comes back, and it like stops right around where we're sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Not directly in front of us, but like, you know, maybe 30 feet, 40 feet away.
Right.
So we had like a perfect view of the situation. And you just could hear the most ridiculously upset yelling going on in this truck, all from the girl. And the guy was like,
Yep. Okay.
he stepped out of his truck and then walked over to her side and opened the door. And it looked like he was trying to like give her a half-assed like hug, but like really awkwardly. And then he would like go back on his side, and then she started like getting out of the truck. And she would like walk around the truck and like start walking away, and he would like get out of the truck and like follow her, and like
Weird.
she was like screaming and yelling at him. And they repeated this for probably about 20 minutes. It was just the funniest thing to see. Like, she would get in the truck, lock him out of the truck, and he would start yelling and getting all pissed, and then she'd get out of the truck herself and then start walking, and then he would get out and follow her, and then she'd come back, lock herself in the truck. And what ended up happening was like she just started walking. This other truck pulled up, and you could tell the guy was like, you know, he was watching them, and he was making it very well known that he was there watching them.
Right.
So I think they got a little awkwarded out. And so she just got out of the truck, and she just started walking down the road, and he was like driving up to her and like yelling at her. Yeah, pretty much. Like, babe, hey, don't do this. And yelling at her and shit. But then like eventually he just drove off, and she just like walked into the sunset. It was pretty interesting.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, it wasn't a super crazy thing to see, but it was
just, like, enough to
definitely
be like, what the fuck is
yeah,
happening?
it was definitely very interesting to see.
I had one kind of similar to that where I was with Nicole, and we were driving over at this old it was in Fred Meyer parking lot area over by that Blockbuster kind of, and there was this dude just like screaming at his girlfriend. It was like pulling her by the arm and shit and like yanking her, and I was like, come on babe, like come on, let's go, like let's get over here. And she's like, no, I don't want to go with you. And then he was like being like screaming at her and like pulling her, and like kept thinking he was gonna hit her, so we were like kind of just like following him a little bit, like to make sure that he wasn't gonna like just swing on this girl.
Right.
And then this Jiffy Lube called the cops, and then he like just grabbed her by the arm and like ran across the street, and they started like basically like running away. And so I followed him across the street, and we went behind this like area, and I got out and like started walking on foot to like follow him, and I went behind this building, and then it just like opened up into these woods out of nowhere, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And there was like the back of this bar. I was like, "Do you guys see two like disgruntled teens come through here?" And then they pointed me in that direction. I walked over there, and there was like it just went into this deep dark woods where there was like
Damn.
5 different ways to go, and I was like, I didn't have any trace of where they went, and I was like, oh god, like I still don't know what happened. So I hope that girl is okay.
Right.
But-
Just like in the woods getting murdered.
For real, I was like just completely disappeared. I was like, I was right behind them. Where the fuck did they go?
That's interesting. Oh yeah, Austin. Remember when we were going back to the hotel in I think Reno, and the fucking dude that got robbed by a hooker?
Oh my god, yeah.
You remember that
That
one?
was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it was like we were coming back from a show, and there was this dude who I didn't see it at first. It took me a while to see it. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I came up at like the end of it. I was like, what's happening?
But yeah, it was like this dude that was like, you saw it, didn't you, Tony? Like,
What?
how did it start? The U-Haul thing where the guy got robbed.
He like
Oh.
smacked like the side of their like
all
car
we,
mirror.
all
as
we
they
saw
were
was
driving.
like this dude running through the parking lot. And like, we were like, where's that guy running? And Justin was like, what the fuck? And he stopped, and I was like, what are you looking at? And he saw the dude like run towards this like U-Haul van.
Right.
And like punch the mirror off
Yeah.
the van. And then Justin was like, are you okay? And he's like, she take my money.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay.
Big on it.
Yeah, and then we were like, should we call the cops? And he was like, no, it's fine.
He's like, I know where she lives.
Yeah, it was
Like-
weird. Then he gets in his truck and like follows her. But that U-Haul also like it like whipped around. Like he punched the fucking mirror, broke it, and then it whipped around to like another parking lane area.
Mhm.
And then this other person jumped in the U-Haul and they
Yeah.
fucking sped off.
I'm still convinced it was a mobile brothel because it was a U-Haul and it was
Yeah.
like some hooker stuff.
Yeah,
So they're probably just fucking people up in that U-Haul, baby.
probably.
Or they're just robbing dudes that won't tattle on them.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting thing to see. Or remember, you were there for the fucking crackhead that was outside of Slide Bar in fucking
Yeah.
California.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, sitting there. I think I was sitting with like a couple fans or something
Yeah.
or whatever. And then this dude comes up and he's like, he looks kind of homeless or whatever. But he seemed fine at first, kind of talking and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 2 fans that were with me like get up and leave. I was like, no, please,
Wait,
please,
guys.
no, don't desert me like this. So this dude starts talking to me, and the more he talks, the more I realize how like crazy he is.
Mhm.
Because he's like talking about government conspiracies.
Just opens with that.
Oh yeah, just government conspiracies like Zeitgeist, all that kind of shit. And so I was like, all right, that's cool. And
He's like, you want to hit this fucking crack, baby?
dude, yeah, so we're talking, and then he just whips out this fucking crack pipe and starts like smoking it, like flame from the bottom. It definitely wasn't weed. And I was just like, oh, okay,
Like, ah,
that's cool.
I didn't know it was one of these kinds of
And I
fucking-
like slowly just stand up and try to walk away from him. So I'm
Yeah,
just
how are you just
like,
gonna casually, like, in conversation, just be like, oh, you mind if I hit this shit real quick?
yeah, right.
It's fucking crack.
I know, just like, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I got something to do. I got nothing to do somewhere else, buddy.
That was a fun experience.
God, that sounds wild. Fuck. Did I ever tell the crackhead story about my mom's old dealer?
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, you know I could tell. I actually, okay, I should tell the story about Frank, the cop killer guy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so recently there was this thing in the news around here, locally in Washington, that this guy and a couple accomplices had killed this cop. They were robbing like a crack house or like a drug house or something, and they had held like the family there hostage like while they were like robbing it.
Mhm.
And a cop showed up, and one of the guys there killed the cop, and then he killed himself. But one of the guys that got away that was part of it, his name was Frank, and I actually knew him back when I lived in Kapowsin, Washington, which is like a crackhead central. There's just so many tweakers there.
Yeah.
Like our mail would get stolen all the time and shit. And anyway, when he first came around, he wasn't like on drugs, but he was selling all them to people.
Yeah.
And then just throughout the years, he got more and more cracked out. But yeah, I remember one time he came over, and I had just bought a bunch of golf balls from like a yard sale, and I had a huge box of them. And that's when he started getting kind of weird, where he was like, yo, let me have some of those golf balls. And I was like, no, dude, I bought these all. I'm going to drive them all out into the field. And then he like took him from me, and he was much older than me at the time, but he got like really aggressive and like ripped him out of my hands, and it like
Jesus.
fucked up my hand a bit, and it was just like, and then like got a couple of golf balls and was just like, that was normal, and just kept going on with what he was doing. It was just like assaulted me to get these golf balls really quick.
The fuck.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. But that was like part of the tendencies, and then he did one of the coolest things that I've ever heard or seen at all, and that's that he. This place my mom used to work at, it was like this bar, and the place was like, I don't know, there's a lot of shitty people that came in there, is my point. There's this drunk dude that came in, and he got cut off, and he's, so it was a natural reaction, he pulled out his gun and started flexing it on people.
As a
Just
natural
like,
reaction.
You can't have any more drinks, you're drunk. I'll show you drunk. He pulls
Right.
out his gun and starts waving it around, and the crackhead guy, Frank, he was at a pool table, and he just instantly, the guy was like pulling his gun out, waving around, and he just like looks down at this cue ball, and it's just like, I've seen superhero movies before. He just grabbed the cue ball, picked it up, and just fucking boom right into the back of the guy's head, and just fucking drops him out, just knocks him out with this fucking like lanky ass crackhead arm, just all the way back, and just by the time he lets go of it, he's basically like to here, like just like kills this guy basically.
That's
Knocked that dude
nuts.
out, got the gun away from him, he got arrested, and then immediately let out because he was like wealthy. But anyway, this guy, that was like kind of like the last thing I'd heard about him, was something like of that story, and then we moved out of there finally. But yeah, recently I found out that he was one of the fucking people in that story that
That's crazy.
had collaborated to kill that cop and rob that house and shit.
So what happened to him?
So I still think he's awaiting trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, horrible things. I mean, he definitely got all cracked out. Like, he used to have like really short hair and like clean face and stuff. And then when I saw the pictures of him, he had like long raggedy hair and had like holes in his face and shit, and like
That's
scratching
crazy,
it.
dude.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Remember that one a couple years ago? There was that guy who like, I don't know if he kidnapped a girl, but there was like, he drove her car like into a ditch, and they found the car.
Oh yeah, dude.
And the dude literally lived right
Yeah,
next
he was like
door.
our neighbor.
Yeah, he lived like next door to us, and he fucking like killed this girl.
Yeah, he picked
and
her
then
up in
like
Jeepers.
yeah, and then hit her body like up at this fucking. Remember the
Yeah,
camp,
yeah.
camp one place that we would just go to like
Hang out.
hang out or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fucking nuts.
did you realize we just played the same?
Yeah, I
level
realized
twice?
that about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I
into
was
that
like,
level.
why are we
Just
playing the same level again?
I know. I thought we went back up, but really we just played it twice.
So this one is just a little strange. It's very quick, but me and Vince went to Red Robin like a few weeks ago, and we sit down, and we're sitting there, and then we hear the intro to our Rockstar cover,
Oh really?
the Daddy Rock Rockstar cover, because it's just like wow, 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 and it's like I've heard that a lot now,
Right.
so I know exactly how it sounds. But it was just all we heard was the wow, 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 and then it stopped. And the only people around us was like 2 old ass couples.
It's like,
But like we both looked at each other and we were like, you just heard that, right?
Right.
Like you heard the Rockstar cover that we did. And he was like, yeah, I heard that too. And I was like, who the fuck did that? Like there was nobody around, but like literally people in their 60s
What the
or
fuck?
like older, just
punking you?
over there and like over there. And we're
maybe
just
somebody
like,
was just hiding around a corner. It was just like,
yeah, I know, or something. Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck was that?
that's fucking hilarious.
That
yeah.
was pretty interesting. Are we on the
good.
same level again?
No, I moved
Okay,
it
I was gonna say.
I moved it this time.
Cool.
So I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, and
Right.
I met I think the biggest virgin in the world.
Oh no.
Just like this 45-year-old dude, just like solid like scuba hair
Yeah.
person. Just knew everything about Yu-Gi-Oh before the cards were released and shit, and I was battling against him in like the first round of this tournament, and he had got like just a real lucky first hand and was just like he's playing like a fucking like a character in a game. He was like, I'm just going to toy with you, like,
Oh my
but he's like
goodness.
45 years old, like this
Yeah.
old dude is fat as fuck, like this the longest hair, just so greasy, and it's like not, he's just the biggest nerd I've ever seen.
So he was a metalhead, is what you're saying.
Right. And so he was toying with me and shit, and was just like making it go on for so long, and I was like, man, this is getting real annoying. He's just fucking with me.
Yeah.
But I was also like, might as well try to win still.
Sure.
So, little did he know, I was slowly one by one collecting the pieces of Exodia, my guy.
Ooh.
And we went on for about 6 rounds, and he was just like, all right, I'm gonna give you one more round, and then I'm just gonna end it here because this is getting sad. And then
Yeah.
I put this card down in defense that let me search my deck and get a card, and I had 4 pieces of Exodia.
Ooh.
And so he's just like, all right, he's like, I lay down, or he's like, I'm attacking your card, and I flipped it, and I was like, all right, I get my card, and he's like, all right, it doesn't matter which one you get, and then I pulled out the fucking left leg of Exodia, and I was like, whoa, 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 put it all down, I was like, what's up, cunt? And dude, he literally started crying. Because he got eliminated from the tournament, and he was like the first round from me.
Holy
from
shit.
from letting me, because he was like, "There's no way you're gonna win," and I busted out Exodia, and he was just like, "What? What?" And I was just like, "You have Exodia in your deck? You didn't say that." And I was like, "Why would I fucking tell you?"
I was gonna
that?
say,
And it's
why
just
would
like,
you
you wouldn't
say
have let
that?
me even try to, you wouldn't have given me any chance at all. But I was like, that was your dumbass fault for getting cocky, boy.
Damn.
But, yeah, I fucking pulled out Exodia on this dude's ass. and
That's hilarious.
Made his bitch ass cry.
Oh my god.
And then he was at like all the tournaments too I used to go to. Even
Yeah.
after that, like he was kind of like he would try to like hang out, and I didn't really have friends when I went there, but he would always try to hang out with me because I went to all of them. But
Yeah.
then after that, after I fucking shamed his ass, because he
Yeah.
called over a ref, and he was like, "Is Exodia allowed?" And then they're like, "Yeah, these aren't like league rules. We're fine." And then yeah, he was like, "This isn't fair."
Oh my gosh.
Dude, yeah, I fucked this shit up though.
I don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I assume that that's like a crazy good card.
Yeah, it's a card that so if you it's 5 pieces, so you have to get 5 individual cards,
Uh-huh.
and then if you get all 5 of them, you just win the duel. Like it's the
Damn.
only thing like that really that's in the game. But if you get all 5 pieces of it, and it's in like the first episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh card games like show,
Uh-huh.
so it was like the big thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's sick.
but yeah, it felt like a cool moment. I was like, I'm a
Right.
duelist. I just Yu-Gi-Moto'd your ass, my
Right,
guy.
this fucking...
Dicky-Philia'd your ass.
Should we tell him the story about when we went to Denny's and the man threw up all over himself?
Might as well. That's a pretty good one.
It's
That's pretty
another
recent,
it's
too.
another short one, but it was at Nam just this last month, and we went to Denny's. It was like Thursday night, and we're sitting there, and this couple of dudes walk in, and the one dude was just not doing good. Like he was definitely either on something or like completely drunk, which
Yeah.
we came to find out he was completely drunk. So we're sitting there, and he's literally like, I mean, he was like,
He was like
laying-
this, like he was like in the other person's like
yeah.
on their lap.
Yeah.
Like if there was somebody behind me, he'd be sitting like this.
Well, and there was someone behind him.
yeah.
There was. So like they were so uncomfortable, and he was like falling out of his chair,
Just
laying
taking
there.
that chair to its absolute limits.
Oh,
Like, bending
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
It was his wooden chair was like a fold out chair.
Yeah, for
Just
real.
Like, it's so funny.
So, anyways, we're kind of keeping an eye on him. Like, yeah, he's not doing well for sure. I think it was probably 20 minutes later. The waitress walks over to us and she like hands us our food or whatever it was. And I was like, oh no, she gives us like the bill. I think it was. And I was like, hey, that guy doesn't look like he's
he's not doing too
He's
good.
not doing too good over there. And she kind of looks over like just doesn't give a fuck. You know, I was like, he looks like he's dying. He
Right.
doesn't look good. And so she just brushes it off. And then like she walks back to the back or whatever. And then literally right then,
It's like 30
he just
seconds
like
later.
he's like this, and he just fucking like
Vomits
everywhere. All over him. So but the way he did it was so funny because
yeah.
he like vomits. He's like and like stands up instantly and is just like, I just fucked up.
Yeah.
I just fucked up, and then like
freeze
tries,
like, what am I gonna do?
right. He just like tries to like get out of the Denny's as quickly as possible.
And his friend had to pay for it all. And shit.
Yeah, and the reaction of the people behind him, as soon as he throws up, they're just like, "We need to move."
Right.
Just like so upset.
Dude, for real.
That was a
Like,
pretty good one. And then I walked outside and I was like, "Hey man, are you feeling all right?" And he's like,
Whoa.
"Yeah, what?" And I was like, "You drunk?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Did you come from Nam?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah."
That's funny as fuck,
It
dude.
was pretty
Yeah,
great.
he was fucked up, man. Caught my neighbor jerking off on accident, and then I was like, but I was also on my way to go to his house, so
Oh.
I didn't know if I had like, cause I was like, hey man, I texted him, I was like, I'm almost there, or I called him or something. Probably before that, I didn't have a phone then.
Yeah.
I called from like my landline, and it's like, yo, I'm on my way over, and so I was there, and I went up to his window. I was gonna try to scare him, and I caught him jerking off to Inuyasha hentai from Newgrounds, and I was just like, uh-oh, well, what do I do? I was like, I don't want to ruin this dude's jerk off session. I'm not one to embarrass people like that. So I just like stood outside of his house, and I heard somebody coming out the front door. So I was like, well, now I just look like I'm spying on him jerking off. I didn't know what to do, so I ran around to the backyard and was like hiding. And
That's so
I was like
funny.
hiding in their backyards, so I didn't look like I was watching their son jerk off. I didn't know what to do, so I waited
Wow.
back there for like 20 minutes, and then went back around the front and knocked on the door and was like, hello.
I feel like most people would have just been like,
Right,
quit
like,
jerking off.
Pussy. Yeah. So then, it was super weird for me because then that whole day I was like hanging out with him, and I was just like, man, I just saw you jerking off like
That
20
is
minutes ago,
so funny.
and you don't know that, and it's weird.
This is weird. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video of Story Gaming. If you want to see more, hit that like button. If you want to see us cover a certain topic maybe, leave it in the comments down below and let us know. We probably have a lot more stories deep within our brains somewhere that we can divulge upon thee.
Divulge upon me, baby.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Geyzo, baby boy.
Guys and Bays.
Bye.